We interrupt our regularly scheduled programming to bring you this local Pueblo sports broadcast. This is CSU-Pueblo Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo, 1350. Let's head courtside and join the voice of the pack, Jim Brooks.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Massari Arena. A little earlier tonight than our usual start time. TV in the house tonight. The men's game will be televised a little bit later on CET television, so we're on half hour early for our women's coverage here tonight. Super mascot Rocky is in town. He's in the building getting ready. He's not yet made an appearance. He'll usually head on out here around midway through the first half, toward the end of the first half. But we're looking forward to that. A lot of people here early to get a chance to look at the super mascot. A lot of young kids here. They've got the noisemakers, so it ought to be a nice, loud atmosphere here tonight in Massari Arena. And we should have two great ball games here in store tonight. Thunderwolves women, they'll get things started here. They remain undefeated. They are 22-0 overall, 16-0 in conference play. They have a 4-game advantage right now over Regis, Colorado Mesa, and UCCS. So the victory tonight, they clinch a share of a tie of the conference title, the regular season title already. And with the way the tiebreakers have all set up, right now they pretty much clinched the home court throughout the shootout as long as they keep winning. Fort Lewis, on the other hand, it's a team that struggled a little bit early on in the year, but they've made a nice run here of late. They're all the way up now to 5th place in the conference. They're 11-5 in conference play, 16-5 overall. And they would like to ruin the Thunderwolves' perfect season here tonight. Come out here and get away with a victory. They go back through the history of these two programs, back through the Kip Brown years and the Mark Kellogg years. The head coach at Fort Lewis seemed like Fort Lewis always had those great teams that come to Pueblo in the shootout when it was at the State Fair Event Center, and the Thunderwolves would walk away with a victory. I think they did it to them 4 times in the finals there at the fairground. So the Fort Lewis Ball Club, their program, they'd like to ruin the Thunderwolves' perfect season. They got a shot here tonight. They score the ball well. They're a pretty good defensive club. We have the top offensive scoring team in the conference in the Thunderwolves. Fort Lewis is 4. We have the 3rd and 4th ranked defenses in the conference. So stats-wise, these teams very even. So we look forward to the matchup. We'll come back after this timeout. We'll talk to the head coach, Jim Turgeon. That all comes your way next. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo. Pregame show, and join me now, head coach Jim Turgeon. And Jim, after a slow start last night, team played well.
Yeah, they really responded to me. I was very frustrated first half. For whatever reason, I don't think we were ready to play. We had a little heart-to-heart talk at halftime, and boy, we came out second half and played like we're capable of play. We put a lot of pressure defense on them, got out and ran, hit some shots. It was nice.
Didn't break any clipboards like my old high school coach did you?
No, I didn't. But I could feel my temperature rising as I started talking softly. By the end, I was shouting a little bit. But they're great kids. They want to win. They want to do the right things. But, sometimes they need some reminders.
Well, sometimes they get in a game like that. They're smart. They know what's going on. They're playing a team that's winless. They come out a little slow, think it's going to be easy. Then they realize, hey, we got to play pretty hard.
Yeah, they're human. And, no matter how much you warn them, how many times Adams State has played as tough. And they play everybody. They always play hard, but they're human, and we didn't start out very good, and maybe we took them a little lightly, but second half was more like us.
Well, it shouldn't be any problem tonight getting up for this ball club. Fort Lewis coming in here. It's a storied rivalry. It's probably the greatest women's rivalry, I think, in the conference.
I think so. They've had a bunch of great games in the past before I was here, and then last year, we played them in the RMAC tournament championship game. They got, and then we beat them at their place pretty good, and they have a lot of pride. They have, their coach is very competitive and a good coach, and I'm sure they're thinking about that game, and we're going to get their best shots, and I'm sure of that.
I need not give you a history lesson, but many times the Thunderwolves knocked them off for the RMAC shootout crown when they came in with the, supposedly the better team after winning regular season crowns. I'm sure they'd like nothing better to come out and spoil your perfect season right now.
They'd like to do that, but we're going to try not to let them do that. It's, but that's easier said than done. If we play, I think we're a little more balanced than they are. They have a nice team. They play good man-to-man defense like we do. They play a little bit of inside-out basketball. That's the difference right now. They're playing so much better together, and they're shooting better from the three-point line as of late. Their numbers overall are just okay, but they've been shooting really well lately, so we'll have our hands full.
I think matchup-wise and style-wise, they play more to your liking. I think you kind of like playing that kind of basketball, and your team does too.
Absolutely. We, you practice against it every day, so they're kind of like us. And, it's actually, this team's much, much more talented than Adams State that we played last night. But they play us, we match up better size-wise, strength-wise, play more like us, more what we're used to. And I'm actually looking forward to it.
Well, the good news is you got to rest a lot of people last night. Didn't have to play a lot of minutes and got to play your bench quite a bit, so you ought to be pretty fresh for a Saturday.
Yeah, I think so. I think the season is beating us down a little bit, besides the pressure of being undefeated. But it's just a long season for these kids. And they started school back up a couple weeks ago, and they're a little bit tired, but everybody else is too. So, I got to be careful in practice what we do, and then I got to be careful in the games, especially on Friday night games when we play on Saturday on the minutes played. And I think we're sitting pretty good right now.
That's the ultimate team game basketball getting around here, but you have to admire the individual efforts last night. Molly Rohr with 8 block shots, and then Tule Sioux going over 1,000 points. Another great ball game.
I had no idea Molly had that many block shots. You just take, it's like I said after the game yesterday when she was missing those early ones, those close ones. You just take her for granted. She's so dang good, and her blocks. She's got a real skill for blocking shots, and just terrific. And then I knew T had a good practice on Thursday, and then she had a little bounce in her step. She knew she was close to 1,000. I thought she would have a good game, and she was terrific. And I'm so proud of her because she almost transferred after her freshman year when there was a coaching change, and everything's worked out for her and me both.
Yeah, good for all of us. Good luck tonight.
All right, thank you.
All right, Thunderwolves head coach Jim Turgeon back with the starting lineups. The opening tip-off all comes your way next. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Fox Sports Pueblo 1350, an iHeartRadio station. Online at foxsportspueblo.com and on your phone with your iHeartRadio app. KCCY Pueblo.
And welcome back to Massari Arena as we get set for tonight's RMAC doubleheader. Kind of touched on things earlier going into the ball game, but we'll go ahead and tell you again. Thunderwolves first place here. The women 16-0. Regis, Mesa, and UCCS all sit right behind them. UCCS and Mesa 12-4. Regis now at 11-4 after losing last night to Colorado Mines. So Thunderwolves win tonight. That would get them up to 17-0, and they'd be pretty much cleared to get that conference title. They'd have to win one more. I think I erred earlier when I said they would clinch a tie tonight, but they do need to win tonight and Tuesday night to clinch that tie. Fort Lewis right now, they're trying to get up into the top 4 to get a home date on the first round right now. They sit in 5th place. They are 11-5, sitting behind those 3 teams with 4 losses right ahead of them. So tonight would be a huge win, to say the least. And that always helps on the old plus-minus ratio that I do, the old Doug Moe theory. When you look at your home wins count as nothing, road wins count as a big +1. If you lose at home, it's a -1. So that's how you score. And right now, if you look at that, the Thunderwolves are +8 on the year. Fort Lewis, not too bad. Hey, you got a lot of room out there. Keep it out there. I got to yell at the players here as they knock into our equipment. And Fort Lewis, they're +4 right now. So really the team ahead of them that's the best as far as you look at the plus-minus ratio is Mesa, sitting at +5 right now. They didn't play last night, but they take on Westminster tonight at their home court, Brownson Arena in Grand Junction. So we'll keep an eye on those scores as the night goes on. The rest of the conference looks this way. Metro State and Mines now at 10-6. And Black Hill State still the 8th seed. That would be the Thunderwolves' opponent in the first round. They are 8-9 right now in conference play. Colorado Christian, though, just a half game behind them. They're even in the loss column. They're 7-9 right now. We're going to take another timeout. We'll come back. We'll have the starting lineups. Opening tip-off. It all comes your way next. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to Massari Arena. Let's join Dave Miller for tonight's starting lineups.
And now let's meet the starting lineups. First for Fort Lewis, a 5'7" is junior from Payton, Colorado, number 10, Shelby Patterson. A 5'9" is junior from Many Farms, Arizona, number 11, Brianna Claw. A 5'9" redshirt freshman from Santa Fe, New Mexico, number 13, Kayla Herrera.
Not a big deal.
A 6' sophomore from Albuquerque, New Mexico, number 31, Alyssa Yaki. And a 6'4" senior from Boulder, Colorado, number 44, Andy Lampert. The Skyhawks are coached by Jason Flores. And now, the starting lineup for your CSU-Pueblo Thunderwolves. A 5'9" junior from Vancouver, Washington, number 32, Tule Anderson. A 5'8" junior from Moreno Valley, California, number 14, Taylor Long. A 6'3" sophomore from Greenwood Village, Colorado, number 42, Molly Rohr. A 6'1" sophomore from Loomis, California, number 33, Lauren Hines. And a 6' junior from Aurora, Colorado, number 5, K.T. Cunningham. Volunteer assistant Tommy Turgeon, part-time assistant D. Arietta, assistant coach Tara Moyers, and head coach of the Thunderwolves, Jim Turgeon.
And we thank Dave Miller each and every home ball game for bringing the starting lineups here at Massari Arena. I'm Jim Brooks. Caitlin Norton's our producer and engineer tonight. Thunderwolves basketball here on AM 1350 Fox Sports Pueblo. We're also on the Stretch internet feed tonight. For everybody watching all around the world, we welcome you to the broadcast. We sit on Dave Socher Press Row. Thunderwolves in their home whites, blue numerals, red trim. Fort Lewis in their road, it's kind of a dark blue with white numerals, a little bit of black trim sprinkled in there as well. It'll be Andy Lampert, the jump center here against Molly Rohr. Thunderwolves move it left to right as we look at it here courtside. Ball's in the air. Tap is controlled by the Thunderwolves as Cunningham takes it. She'll bring it across the timeline. Goes up top to Hine. Now to Long. They swing it onto the right side to Cunningham. Jump it down low. Rohr backs her way in. Now goes outside to Tule Sioux. Can't get the shot off. She's covered up. Goes to Long. Right side to Cunningham. Now the look down low to Rohr. Backs her way in. Comes outside. It's Tule Sioux for three. Short. And the rebound battled for. It's loose on the deck. Hine has it, but she rolls around and ended up on the sideline, evidently, on the baseline down the way. So the ball goes over to Fort Lewis. Inbounds pass to Patterson. Shelby Patterson brings it across the timeline for the Skyhawks. Onto the left side to Claw. Ball holds it there, lumps it down low now to Lampert. Backs her way into the paint, goes up, scoops it up, missed it, and the rebound to Hine. Outlet pass to Cunningham. She'll bring it across the timeline. Dribbles to the right wing. Comes back up top to Hine. Hine goes left side to Anderson. Dribbles around the screen. To the top of the key. Holds it. Now goes left side to Long. Long up top to Rohr. Rohr onto the right side to Tule Sioux. Fakes the three. Drives into the paint. Dumps it down low to Hine. Back pass to Rohr. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lampert. Thunderwolves looking for that extra pass every time out here. They've passed up some open shots. Trying to get one better. Here's Long to trigger it in. Gets it into Rohr. Outside to Tule Sioux. She jumps into a three-pointer. Missed it. Long rebound is picked up by Yaki for the Skyhawks. Gets the outlet pass to Patterson. Patterson now way outside with it. Holds things up. Comes over onto the left side to Claw. Claw down low to Lampert. Fires it outside. They fake the three. Come left side. Here's a long jumper by Claw off the back iron. No good. Rebound on the baseline to Cunningham. She's double teamed, but dribbles out of the double team. Gets it ahead to Long. Thunderwolves have a numbers advantage here if they hustle. Long to the top of the key. Goes right side to Cunningham. She'll drive the baseline. Goes underneath the basket. Scoop shot up and in. Katie Cunningham on the reverse. Puts the Thunderwolves on top 2-0. Here's Patterson bringing it across the timeline. Now dribbles over to the left wing, right out in front of us here. Uses the screen. Now comes up top with it to Yaki. Yaki onto the right side to Claw. Claw works around the screen. They play pick and roll. Nothing there, though. Cut off. In trouble. Get it outside to Lampert. Lampert will hand it off to Patterson. Now they'll reset with 10 on the shot clock. Patterson dribbles around the screen. Goes way out top of it to Yaki. Lob it inside to Lampert. She's double team. Goes up. Shot blocked by Rohr. And it goes off the hip of Lampert out of bounds. So Molly Rohr last night with 8 block shots. She already has one. She might even have 2 in this game. Because earlier in the game when Lampert went up. She kind of lost it and might have been deflected. See how they rule it. Cunningham brings it across the timeline for the Thunderwolves. Up 2-0. 2 minutes into the ball game. Feed to Rohr at the high post. Now goes left side to Cunningham. She drives in from left all the way to the hoop. Scoops it up. No, but she drew the foul. So Cunningham looking to the offensive game here early. And the foul is on Yaki. And it'll send Katie to the free throw line. She did miss one last night on the year. 82% from the free throw line. 27 of 33. Thunderwolves as the team shoots 78% from the stripe. First toss on the way, good. Cunningham has all 3 for the Pack so far. One more for the junior out of Aurora. Went to Grandview High School. Transfer from Iowa Western Junior College. Second toss, swish. 4-0. Thunderwolves early on. Inbounds pass to Shelby Patterson. She'll bring it across the timeline. High post to Lampert. Turns, goes right side to Patterson. Fakes a jumper, drives baseline. Pulls up, little 10-footer on the back iron, no good. Rebound to Tule Sue Anderson. She wants to run. Fires it ahead to Cunningham on the right side. Goes cross court, tried to find Hine inside. Loses it, regains it, goes outside to Tule Sue. Now lobs it to Rohr at the high post. Backs away and goes up with the left hand. Shot blocked and the rebound on the baseline. Belongs to Yaki for the Skyhawks. Here's Yaki, hands the ball off to Claw. Now she'll back out of there and reset. Comes left side to Lampert. Lob it down on the block. Yaki turns. Now goes outside Lampert. Little 18-footer off the back iron. No good. Cunningham gets the rebound in the lane. Katie now will bring it across the timeline. Fires it ahead to Long. Right in front of the Skyhawk bench. Now dribbles around a screen. They switch. Right side Tule Sue. She's open. Three-pointer on the way. Got it. Tule Sue from downtown. That forces a quick timeout by the Skyhawks. 6:47 to go in the first quarter. Thunderwolves lead at 7-0. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo. 7-0 Thunderwolves here in the early going. Thunderwolves 2 of 5 from the field, 40%. Fort Lewis 0 for 5. Quick snapshot for you. Fort Lewis ball here after the timeout as Jason Flores irate with his defense there, not fighting through the screen and letting Tule Sue just launch from outside. Here is Shelby Patterson. She'll bring it across the timeline. Dribbles around the screen. Now comes up top with it to Yaki. On the left side to Claw. Claw one bounce. Oh boy, almost a steal there by Long. Ball's loose in the lane. They do get the steal as Tule Sue has it. She's bumped in the backcourt. Has to chase the ball down on the baseline. Now the Thunderwolves will look to run a set as Tule Sue brings it across the timeline. Motion game starts. Tule Sue dribbles over to the right wing. Stops and pops for 3. Off the iron, no good. And the rebound in the lane to Yaki. Outlet pass to Patterson. She'll bring it across the timeline. Hands the ball outside to Yaki. Onto the right side to Claw. Goes left side to Patterson. Thunderwolves good, hard defense here so far, contesting everything. Patterson dribbles around a screen. Down the lane she goes. Plows into Tule Sue. Offensive foul. Tule Sue Anderson got there in easy shape and drew the charge. Thunderwolves go to the bench as Tule Sue will come out of the game, and Jasmine Johnson checks in for the first time. And we got some substitutions as well for Fort Lewis. Caitlin Romero, a freshman out of Velarde, New Mexico, checks in. Cunningham brings it across the timeline. They're going to go to a trap. She dribbles right out of the trap, down to the baseline, goes inside. Nice pass to Jasmine Johnson. She missed the layup, though. And the rebound to Andy Lampert. Back the other way comes Herrera. Outside, three-pointer on the way. Got it. Herrera with the downtown jumper makes it 7-3. Thunderwolves by 4. Cunningham now trying to avoid the trap. Gets it ahead to Long. Long on the left wing. Holds things up. Lob it down low to Rohr. Rohr backs her way in. Goes up with the right hand and lays it in. Molly Rohr makes it 9-3 Thunderwolves. Back the other way. Come the Skyhawks. On the right side, Herrera is swinging around the perimeter. Onto the baseline to Patterson. Down low to Lambert. He skips it cross court on the right side. Now they come way out top. Three-pointer on the way. Way short. Rebound to Jasmine Johnson. Off the miss by Herrera. Jasmine fires it ahead to Cunningham. She's free. Cut off the one the baseline at the last minute. Gets it down low to Rohr. Rohr backs her way into the paint. Goes up with the left hand. No call there as Lampert hit her. But no call. And Jim Turgeon irate at that. Up ahead. Here's Herrera on the left wing. Goes up top with it to Lampert. Lampert into the corner to Patterson. Patterson dribbles around the screen. Long cuts her off. Out top to Herrera. Fakes the three-pointer. Now she'll drive in on Cunningham. Goes up. Shot blocked. Whistle foul. A little too much block on that block. As Katie came down, got all ball, but she came down with the tomahawk chop right across the forehead of Herrera, and that'll send her to the free throw line. If she just went up there casually and just blocked a shot, she'd have been all right. So 2 free throws for Herrera. Only 65% on the year, but she rattles this one home. Fort Lewis is the team, pretty good, 74%. They average 18 makes a game. It's one area they outpace the Thunderwolves on. They get to the line a little more often, and they shoot a little bit less percentage, but they get more makes per game. Second toss on the way. Swish. Herrera has all 5 for the Skyhawks. It's 9-5. Thunderwolves with the lead. They break the half-court pressure. Tule-Su going to drive it right in the lane. Nice dish to Jasmine Johnson. This time she lays it in. They break the press with ease that time. 11-5. Thunderwolves by 6. Ball on the right side. Here's Herrera. Herrera holds it. Now goes up top with it to Romero. Romero, right side to Herrera. Starts to drive on Long. Long cuts her off, goes crossover. Nice fake, goes up with the right hand and skips it in there. Nice move by Herrera. She has all 7 for the Skyhawks. 11-7. Thunderbolts again facing the pressure. Hine in trouble, gets rid of it to Johnson. Johnson gives it off to Long. Long now goes left side to Johnson. They're looking for Rohr. They got her on the block. She wheels, goes up with the left hand. Again was bumped, no call, and the rebound underneath belongs to the Skyhawks as Stillwell gets it. Ahead on the left side to Herrera. Now way out top with it. Here's Romero driving in, goes up with the right hand, missed it, whistle and foul. Now that's going to drive Jim Turgeon crazy because Molly Rohr is getting bumped on the block, and then they let a little guard go in there and a little bit of contact, and they call the foul. But most referees are old point guards, so they kind of cater to point guards. I say it for the referee sitting next to me tonight. Just seeing if he's paying attention, and he was. Kayla Romero misses the first free throw. Angie Moore has checked into the ball game. Rohr is out now. Beagley in. Hine comes out. One more for Romero. Free throws up, and she missed them both. The ball never lies. Outlet pass to Long, and she'll bring it across the timeline. 11-7, Thunderwolves by 4. Long at the top of the key. Goes left side to Jasmine Johnson. Holds it there. Up top to Moore. Right side, Tule-Su's open. She launches the 3. It's good again. You cannot leave Tule-Su open. She'll burn you every time. 14-7. Thunderwolves by 7. Ball on the right side. Herrera comes down low. Triple team on the post. They dribble out of it. In big trouble. They get rid of it in the corner. Ball's loose. Picked up by Herrera. Outside whistle. Foul away from the ball. It's going to be a hold on the Thunderwolves here. I think on Beagley, I believe. Nope, not Beagley. It's going to be on Long. Long out. Cunningham back in now for the Pack. Herrera to trigger it in on the baseline. They get it in on the post. Again, the Thunderwolves double team. They go for the steal. Can't quite get it. Almost get the ball thrown away, but Herrera somehow saves it on that right wing. Every time the ball goes to the post, Thunderwolves double or triple team. It's a thing of beauty. Down low. Nice scoop shot, though. Beat the double team that time by Stillwell. She got it and got it up off the glass in a hurry. 14-9. Thunderwolves by 5. Cunningham breaks the pressure. Oops, almost walked. Goes right side to Johnson. Johnson skips across court to Tule-Su. Dribbles around a screen. Now to the top of the key. Backs out of there. Goes down to Moore. Turns from the free throw line. On the way. Left is short. Cunningham had the rebound. Lost it out of bounds. It'll belong to the Skyhawks. So 2:24 to go here in the first quarter. Thunderwolves lead at 14-9. Inbounds pass. Comes into Romero. Romero wants play call number 2 as she brings it across the timeline. Stops at the top of the key. Hands the ball off to Shahan is into the ball game. Beg your pardon. Now they go down. The ball deflected away by Tule-Su Anderson. So they tried to get it down on the block there to Stillwell again. So it'll be triggered in on the baseline by Herrera. 15 on the shot clock. Herrera in trouble. Bounces in. Ball's deflected. It's loose on the deck. Picked up, though, by the Skyhawks. Outside to Claw. Claw starts to drive on Cunningham. Hands the ball off to Herrera. Dribbles around the screen. Launches the three-pointer. Off the back iron. No good. More with the rebound. Outlet pass to Cunningham. Cunningham now will race it across the timeline. Holds up, gives it off to Moore. She's going to step into a three-pointer. It's on the way, in and out, no good. Man, it was right on the money, just rimmed out of there. Romero. Back the other way for the Skyhawks. Comes over on the left side, Herrera. Down low on the block, Stillwell double team. Beats the double team, loses it, goes back outside to Romero. Left side, faking, driving in, Herrera. Teardrop on the way, in and out, won't go. Beagley has the rebound on the baseline. She's whacked at and fouled by Herrera. 1:29 to go here in the first quarter. Thunderwolves lead it 14-9. Lampert back in the game, and Stillwell comes out. Jasmine Johnson to trigger it in. Gets it into Cunningham. Katie walks it across the timeline. Keeps the dribble alive at the top of the key. Now kills it. Goes to the high post to Moore. Moore back outside. Cunningham fakes. She'll drive in from the right. Cut off there. Goes outside to Moore into the corner. Tule-Su for three. In and out. No good. Heartbreak City there. Rebound to Beagley, and then she's clobbered and fouled on the baseline. It'll be Thunderwolves' ball. And it's on Lampert. When Lampert fouls you, you stay fouled. And now it's Yockey into the game. And Shahan out of the game now for Fort Lewis. Jasmine Johnson to trigger it in, gets it into Moore, lost it for a moment, regains it, now gives it to Tule-Su Anderson. Tule-Su starts a drive into the paint. Tried to dish it off to Moore. She thought Moore was coming down the lane, and Moore stopped. Feet on the right side. Now nice feed into the paint. Layup missed. Rebound loose, batted out of bounds. Thunderwolves basketball. Good recovery there by Jasmine Johnson, preventing the easy hoop by Herrera. Hine checks in. Beagley will come out. 54.7 to go here in the first quarter. Two of the highest scoring teams in the conference, but they're also two of the best defensive clubs. They're making everybody earn everything out here. Here's Jasmine Johnson on the right wing. Up top to Moore. She's open. Free throw line jumper in and out again. Heartbreak City. And Hine fighting for the rebound, but it goes to Cunningham. She is mobbed underneath, gets rid of it. They call jump ball at the last minute. And on the alternating possession, it goes over to Fort Lewis. The jump ball call came after Cunningham had ripped the ball free. Rohr checks in, and Angie Moore comes out. Tough shooting luck for Angie Moore here in the early going. 14-9. Fort Lewis with the ball. About a 4 or 5 second differential here on the shot and game clock. Ball on the right side. Herrera with it. Starts a drive. Now cut off on the wing. Directing traffic. Gets it up top to Yockey. Onto the left side. Romero. She'll step back and fire a three. It's off the iron. No good. Long rebound. Cunningham has it. Thunderwolves can go for the last shot here. And Katie will bring it across the timeline. Hands the ball off to Johnson. Jasmine Johnson now looking for a high screen. Gets it from Hine. Steps back. Can't get the three off. 4 seconds to go. Tule-Su on the right wing. Steps back. Launches a long three-pointer off the back iron. No good at the buzzer. End of one from Massari Arena. Both teams a little cold from the field at this point. Thunderwolves lead it 14-9 at the end of one. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to Massari Arena. 14-9. Thunderwolves on top. Thunderwolves shooting it at 29%. They're 5 out of 17. Fort Lewis 3 of 13 in that first quarter, 23%. They were 1 of 5 shooting threes. Thunderwolves were 2 of 8. Each team has a couple of free throws. Although Fort Lewis has missed a pair. Thunderwolves lead on the boards 13-10 so far to this point. Each team with 2 turnovers. Cunningham with it, brings it across the timeline for the Thunderwolves. Goes right side to Anderson. Anderson, a couple bounces, dribbles to the free throw line, now backs out to the wing. They're trying to set up Hine down on the block. She has it. Can't get the shot off. Goes cross-court Cunningham. Cunningham now drives into the paint, goes up with a scoop shot. No good. Fights for the rebound. Lost it out of bounds. Last touch by Cunningham. It'll belong to the Skyhawks. Inbounds pass to Patterson. Patterson now across the timeline for the Skyhawks. Goes over onto the left wing to Romero. Romero up top to Yockey. Yockey onto the right side to Patterson. They lob it down to Lampert on the block. Turns, faces, launches from 10. Missed it. Rebound taken away by Yockey. Got in front of Tule-Su. Trapped on the baseline. Gets rid of it. Tule-Su makes the steal. She has claw to beat. Down the lane. In from the right. Layup good. Tule-Su Anderson. Coast to coast. It's 16-9. Thunderwolves by 7. matches their big lead of the game, and they led it 7-0 to start the game. Here's Claw onto the right side to Yockey, down on the block to Lambert, double team, dribbles out of it, comes out top, and Long makes the steal. She'll go coast to coast this time on Claw, down the lane, in from the right, missed the layup though. Too hard off the glass, and the rebound to Romero. And Romero brings it across the timeline. Goes cross-court with it to Patterson. She'll launch a 3-ball. It's way short. And Roar had the rebound lost, and it's loose on the deck. It's picked up by the Skyhawks. With the ball there, Patterson. She'll dribble out to the top. He gives it off to Claw. Claw goes right side to Yockey. Yockey starts a drive into the paint, down the lane, scoops it up. Shot blocked by Hine, and the rebound to Long. Long now wants to run it across the timeline. Left wing, Cunningham fakes the three-pointer, drives baseline, cut off, lost it. And jump ball belongs to Fort Lewis on the alternating possession. Cunningham wanted to quick fire the three, but lost control of it. No, Jim, we got the ball to start the quarter. No, it's Thunderwolves ball. Or, Skyhawks ball. And Jim Turgeon comes to his senses. So it'll be Skyhawks ball. And the inbounds pass goes to Patterson. Patterson will bring it across the timeline for the Skyhawks. They trail it by 7 here. Ball on the left side. Claw with it, dribbles around the screen. Long tried to fight through it, but she's going to get called for the foul. And that's going to be foul number 2 on Taylor Long. So that means the Thunderbolts going to have to go to the bench as Long comes out. Jasmine Johnson and Katie Jones checks in. Tule Sue comes out for her first rest of the game. So now it'll be Shelby Patterson to trigger it in right in front of the Thunderwolf bench. Throws it into the corner to Claw. Down to low to Ampert. Throws it cross-court. Dangerous pass there. Now they come outside. Three-pointer by Yockey is good. Dangerous pass, but it led to 3. 16-12. Thunderwolves by 4. Here's Jasmine Johnson on the left wing. Gives it up top to Hine. Back to Jasmine. Steps into a 3-ball. It's on the way. Short. Rebound. Loose in the lane. Picked up by Claw for the Skyhawks. She'll bring it across the timeline. Dribbles to the right wing. In from the right. Now hands the ball off to Patterson. To Lampert. High post. Back pass to Patterson. Patterson comes left side, threw it away. She threw it into the corner. She thought that Yockey was going to go into the corner. Instead, Yockey stopped on the block, and the ball just sailed harmlessly over to where Tundra resides. Inbounds pass. Comes into Cunningham. Here goes Fort Lewis back to the trap. Thunderbolts break it. Cunningham now way out at the center circle. Just yo-yoing it out there. Now dribbles over to the right wing. Now they try to trap her again. Kills the dribble. She's in a little bit of trouble. Gets rid of it to Jones. 13 on the shot clock. Back right side to Cunningham. Cunningham goes up top to Johnson. Now to Roar. Roar backs her way in. Goes up. Fakes. Goes up with the right hand. This time missed it, though. Hine with the rebound and banks it in. Lauren Hine hustling on the offensive glass. Banks it in, and it's 18-12. Thunderwolves by 6. 7:03 to go here in the first half. Ball on the right side. Claw has it. Down to Lampert on the block. Turns, faces, comes outside with it. Now whip it onto the left side to Patterson. Into the corner to Yockey. Yockey backs out, works around a screen, fires the three-pointer. It's off the iron, no good. Rebound to Jasmine Johnson on the weak side, and she'll try to dribble it out of herself. Brings it across the timeline. Trying to avoid the trap. Gets rid of it to Cunningham. Cunningham back to Jasmine. Down low to Roar. Roar on the block. Backs her way into the paint. Goes up with the left hand. Banks it in. Good on a foul. It'll count. They finally call a foul on Lampert, bodying up on Roar. Roar makes the shot count. She has a chance for the end one. That's foul number 2 on Lampert. Beagley in. Hine comes out. Thunderbolts on their biggest lead of the game right here. Could make it even bigger if Molly Roar hits the free throw. 83% from the line this year. On the way. Got it. Roar with 5. It's 21-12. Thunderwolves by 9. Here's Patterson bringing it across the timeline for the Skyhawks. Angles to the left wing, hands the ball off to Claw. Claw works around a screen, can't get the shot off. Looking down low, foul on Beagley. It'll be Skyhawk ball down on the baseline. First foul of the game on Beagley. Shelby Patterson to trigger it in, gets it into Claw. She's in, layup, missed it. Gets her own rebound, turns, wheels, goes up, and banks it in. Well, Claw stayed with it. 21-14. Jasmine Johnson back the other way. Dribbles to the baseline, cut off, comes outside to Cunningham. Cunningham down low to Roar. Roar double team, whacked at. And now they call it for 3 seconds. Bounce pass comes to Patterson. Patterson now will bring it across the timeline. Goes up top to Lampert. Lampert skips it across the top to Patterson. Offensive foul away from the ball on Fort Lewis. Illegal screen sent by Brianna Claw. Second team foul. Long going to check back in with those 2 fouls. Jones is out. So Jim Turgeon rolling the dice here with Taylor Long with those 2 personal fouls. Probably try to buy a couple minutes out of Long. I don't think she'll play the remainder of this half, but he wants to get things settled down with her out there on the court. Thunderwolves lead at 21-14. Here's Long at the top of the key. Goes right side to Cunningham. Cunningham holds it. Now goes up top to Tule-Su. Down low to Rohr. Rohr in the paint. Goes up with the right hand and lays it in. Rohr was 7. She knows Lampert has 2 fouls. Is not going to be that aggressive with her. Ball on the right side. Claw with it. Skips it across the top. Here's a long 3 on the way. It's good by Herrera. Herrera from downtown has 10. It's 23-17. Thunderwolves lead it by 6. Tule-Su at the top of the key. Starts a drive. Goes down the lane. Running right-hander. No, she might be called for traveling. Nope, they're going to call a foul here. And Jason Flores does not like that call. Second foul on Brianna Claw. I thought Tule-Su got away with an extra little hop, skip, and a jump there. And Jason Flores letting our official know about it. That's Rob Platchett. Inbounds pass comes to Rohr. She's double teamed. And jump ball's the call. It'll be Thunderwolves ball on the alternating possession. So now it'll be Johnson to trigger it in. 5:11 to go here in the first half. Thunderwolves lead at 23-17. Romero going to check in now, and Brianna Claw comes out with those 2 fouls. Jasmine Johnson to trigger it in. Gets it into Tule-Su on the baseline. They try to isolate her. Onto the baseline. Bodied up. Gives it off to Cunningham. Cunningham up top to Jasmine Johnson. Dribbles around the screen. Now back to Cunningham. Fakes into the corner to Long. Long dribbles around the screen. Gives it off to Cunningham. Down low to Rohr. In her office. Now it goes outside instead to Tule-Su. 3-pointer from the corner. Got it! Tule-Su from downtown. Her 3rd triple of the first half. 26-17. Anderson with 11 already. Ball on the left side. Herrera with it. She drives in on Johnson. Now backs off. Offensive foul is the call on Herrera as she dipped the shoulder into Jasmine Johnson. Timeout on the court. 4:39 to go here in the second quarter. Thunderwolves lead at 26-17. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to Massari Arena. Thunderwolves on top 26-17. We got to worry less about the music and take care of the media on press row. That's my inside statement. Okay. And we've wasted all our time. We can't give you the stats up tight. Here's Tule-Su Anderson. Brings it across the timeline. Onto the right side to Jasmine Johnson. Fakes, drives baseline. Cut off. Now stops and goes again. Lost the ball. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Thunderwolves now at 39%. Fort Lewis at 29% in the early going. Each team has hit 3 triples. Ball on the left side. Here's Romero. Dribbles around the screen to the free throw line. Down the lane she goes. Scoops it up. Nope. She drew the foul. And the foul is on Katie Jones on the reach. And at the free throw line. Away, no good by Caitlin Romero. Romero now 0 for 3 from the stripe. On the year, not that bad, 70%, but she's completed the hat trick here, trying to get off the schneid. And she missed another one. And the rebound batted out of bounds. Last touch, they say, by the Thunderwolves. Are you kidding me? And the referee trying to sell it over there on the sideline, Rob Platchett, but everybody in the first 5 rows of the bleachers knows he missed that one. And we'll see if he overrules. Now Michaela coming in to overrule. Overruled. Thunderwolves ball. Oh, it's good to be home. You got to know your geography. Here's the ball inbounded to Jasmine Johnson. Jasmine will bring it across the timeline for the Thunderwolves. You thought Jason Flores was hot before. He is super hot right now. Ball right side to Jones, up top to Rohr. Down, tried to go back door to Hine, but a good recovery that time by Yaki to prevent the easy deuce by deflecting the ball out of bounds. So 16 on the shot clock. Thunderwolves basketball. On the baseline. Jones to trigger it in. Lobs it way outside to Tule-Su. Goes left side to Johnson. Johnson, bad pass, but somehow Tule-Su comes up with it. Gets it to Hine. Down low to Rohr. And she is mobbed. Gets rid of it to Hine. Free throw line jumper off the back iron. No good. And the rebound to Yaki. Outlet pass ahead to Patterson. She'll bring it across the timeline to the free throw line. In for the left. Cut off there. Comes way outside. Three-pointer on the way by Yaki. Short. Tule-Su with the rebound in traffic. She has Hine ahead of the field. Finds her. Down the lane with the right hand. Missed the layup. And she was shoved out of the way. It's going to be 2 shots for the Thunderwolves. Foul is on Yaki, and that is her second. That was the old missed layup, call the foul routine. And Hine will go to the free throw line. Benefits the Thunderwolves this time. First toss good. Lauren Hine on the year, 66%. It's been a slow climb for her. She was mired down around 50% for the longest time, but late has been moving up the ladder. And she hits them both here. That'll help the cause. She has 4 points. 28-17, and Hine comes out of the ball game. And Beagley checks in. Thunderwolves with their biggest lead of the first half. Jason Flores with a parting shot for referee Rob Patchett. Ball on the left side. Dribbling around a screen, it's Duree. Up top with it. Now they go down underneath. Open right-hander up and good. That was a good set play there. And the layup good by Shelby Patterson. It's 28-19. Here's Jones at the top of the key. Won't take the shot. Goes to Johnson on the right wing. Up top to Tule-Su. Goes left side to Jones. Jones dribbles around a screen to the free throw line. Dishes off in the corner to Tule-Su. Quick fire three on the way off the mark. Rebound loose. Jones fighting for it. It's still loose on the deck. Beagley's down there trying to fight for it. And it'll be Fort. Oh, the ball is out of bounds as the Fort Lewis player was laying on the baseline. So it'll be Thunderwolves basketball. Jason Flores, he thinks it's a comedy show down there, laughing at that one. He thought the jump ball signal should have come out earlier. Inbounds pass comes to Jasmine. Inside to Beagley, wheels, and might have got away with a carry. Goes to Johnson, left side to Jones, won't take the shot. Up top, Tule-Su will fire for three. It's off the mark. And the rebound loose. They almost throw the ball away. Foul in the backcourt on the Thunderwolves on Tule-Su Anderson. Fourth team foul on the Thunderwolves. And now we have some stuff. I think the Thunderwolves players thought it might be a timeout, but instead now they're drifting back out onto the court. Well, now Patterson will bring it across the timeline for the Skyhawks. Thunderwolves lead it 28-19, 2:35 to go here in the second quarter. Ball up top, faking the jumper. Patterson drives in, kicks to the baseline. Little jumper on the way by Stillwell. It's good. Stillwell with 4 points off the bench. 28-21. Thunderwolves by 7. Beagley with it. Top of the key. Goes right side to Jones. Jones now to Tule-Su. Inside to Moore. Turns, faces, gives it off to Beagley. On the block, goes outside to Jasmine. Fakes the jumper. Drives in from the right. Scoop shot up. Missed the layup. Thunderwolves have missed a number of layups from point blank tonight. And now they foul on the rebound, and that's going to be free throws. We're going to walk down to the other end. So instead of that 9-point lead again, you're going to walk down to Fort Lewis. Has a chance to get it within 5 here. So it'll be Yaki to the free throw line to shoot a pair. On the year, 66% from the stripe. Free throw up and good. Yaki with 4 points in the game. Cunningham going to check back in, and Jones is out. Fans making a lot of noise here on the free throw for Alyssa Yaki. On the way, got it. Yaki with 5. 28-23, 6 in a row here by the Skyhawks as they get back in the ball game. Here's Jasmine on the left wing. Goes down low to Moore. Skips it right side to Cunningham. Cunningham goes cross court to Jasmine. She steps into a 3-ball. It's on the way off the back iron. It won't go, and it goes over the top of the backboard. So it'll be Fort Lewis basketball here with 1:51 to go in the first half. They've survived the run by the Thunderwolves after falling behind by 11. They've got it back within 5, and they have a ball with a chance to cut into it a little further here. Up top, Yaki holds it. Is it out top? Foul called on Cunningham trying to fight through the screen. That's foul number 2 on Katie. And that will be free throws for Caitlin Romero. Sooner or later, she's going to dial it in. She's 0 for 4 tonight from the stripe. She'll be shooting a pair here. Came in tonight shooting 70%. Free throw on the way, and she missed another one. The iron very unkind. That one just hung on the rim there and then just fell out. Gravity not her friend. She'll have one more. On the way, that one's there. Skyhawks take a timeout. 1:37 to go in the first half. Thunderwolves lead at 28-24. It is a 30-second timeout on Fox Sports Pueblo. 1:37 to go here in the first half. Thunderwolves with the ball. Their once 11-point lead has been cut to 4. Jasmine Johnson trying to avoid the trap. Dribbles at the top of the key, now reverses, gives it off to Jones. Jones moves in, goes right side to Tule-Su. Up top to Jones, left side to Johnson. Down low to Moore, outside to Jones, right side Tule-Su. Fakes the jumper. Now left side to Jasmine Johnson. Jones needs to step into a jumper. Down the lane, has the ball stripped from behind. Comes outside to Tule-Su. Fakes, goes up. She had to force the 3. In and out, no good. And the rebound on the baseline to Stillwell. Outlet pass to Patterson. She brings it across the timeline onto the left side. Now onto the right wing. Dribbling around the screen is Patterson. They leave her alone. She won't take it. She gives it off to Yaki into the corner, driving the baseline. And Staree goes up with the right hand, missed it. But they get the rebound. Ball batted away, foul, though, on Moore. Excuse me, not Moore. They're going to say Johnson on the reach. Second foul on Jasmine. So at the line, Caitlin Duree, 75% on the year. Free throw on the way, and she missed it. Tell you what, Fort Lewis, if they were hitting their free throws in this game, they'd have a lead. Second toss, rattles that one in. 1 out of 2 for Duree. It's 28-25. Here's Tule-Su in from the right, goes up, draws contact, no call, gets the rebound, and lays it in. Tule-Su with 13. 30-25. Thunderwolves by 5. Here's Patterson bringing it across the timeline. Dribbles to the left wing. Ball on the wing. Out top. Here's Yaki. Hands the ball off. Backing out of there with it now, Romero. Gives it off to Patterson. Now to Yaki. Onto the right wing. They glove it down low. There's a right-hand hook shot up. No good. Rebound to Beagley, and the Thunderwolves take a timeout. With 11.5 seconds to go in the half, they got to use it, so they do. We'll take back in 30 seconds. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo. 30-25. Thunderwolves on top. Jim Turgeon took that timeout because if you don't take it, they take it away from you anyway. Got to call one in the first half. Inbounds pass to Tule-Su. Look out. Gets it across the timeline. That's traveling on Tule-Su Anderson. I thought so. When she caught the ball, she had traffic in front of her, and she took the extra steps. And now Fort Lewis with a chance for the last shot of the half here. Inbounds pass. Patterson lobs it right side. They throw it away. So the Thunderwolves now have 6 points, 7 seconds to go. So now they'll probably run the same play here. Try to get Tule-Su with the ball on the run. And they don't get her the ball. Instead, they go to Johnson. Johnson on the right side. Drives to the baseline, goes crossover, lost it. Regain. Here's Patterson from half court. No good at the buzzer. Halftime here at Massari Arena. Thunderwolves had an 11-point lead at one time, but a good close by Fort Lewis. They outscore the Thunderwolves 8-2 down the stretch. They cut it to 5. Thunderwolves lead at 30-25 as we go to break. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo. welcome back to Massari Arena. Thunderwolves with the lead here at halftime, 30-25. They led by as many as 11 in the first half, but Fort Lewis able to narrow the gap. Tule Sue Anderson, another good night offensively, 13 points from the field. Molly Rohr with 7 for Fort Lewis. Their leading scorer at halftime, Kayla Herrera with 10 points. Stay tuned for a Fox Sports update. We'll have the rest of the second half coming up for you here shortly. Right now, we remind you, Thunderwolves lead it at halftime, 30-25. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo. Yeah. And welcome back to Massari Arena. Thunderwolves lead it at halftime, 30-25. We had an interesting encounter with Rocky here. At halftime, I was doing my pregame interview that we do with Ralph Turner that we play before the men's game. It's one of those times I wish I'd have had the computer camera set up like we do the fan page videos for you, all the post-game interviews. But Ralph got hit with the silly string. And it was not just a little bit of silly string. He got flooded with it, sitting here right next to me as we concluded the interview. So when you listen to the pregame show, the men's game tonight, you'll hear at the tail end Ralph getting bombarded. It was something special indeed. And if you're driving around, cruising around, you're listening at home, you want something to do, come on out here at Massari Arena. Still plenty of good seats available here. A few in the lower deck, a lot in the upper sections, but super mascot Rocky from the Denver Nuggets, he'll be performing all night long. Kids 14 and under get in free here tonight at Massari Arena. We had 1,725 last night, the biggest crowd of the year. Hope to top that here tonight. Fort Lewis men's game should be a doozy, by the way, coming up a little bit later. This women's game not too bad in itself here. Thunderwolves had an 11-point lead, but they kind of went to sleep late in the first half. Allowed Fort Lewis to climb back into it. And if Fort Lewis was hitting free throws in this game, we'd have ourselves a different situation right now. Skyhawks only 6 of 12 from the free throw line. They're only shooting 31%, yet they only trail by 5. That's one thing they're going to be looking at here. Thunderwolves led by Tule Sue Anderson, who has 13 points, hit 3 threes in that first half. Molly Rohr with 7. Cunningham and Hine with 4 each. Jasmine Johnson with 2. Thunderwolves were 11 of 34 shooting the ball. That's 32%. Only 3 of 14 from downtown. That's 21%. They were 5 of 5 from the free throw line. For the Skyhawks, they're led by Kayla Herrera, who has 10 points. She had a couple three-pointers, a couple free throws as well. She has 10 points at the break. Yaki with 5. Stillwell with 4. Patterson and Claw with 2 each. Romero and Dury with 1 apiece. We mentioned they're 8 of 26. That's 31%. 3 of 10 from downtown. That's 30%. 6 of 12 from the free throw line. 50%. Skyhawks out rebounding the Thunderwolves 22-21 in that first half. Yaki with 7 to lead the way there. Thunderwolves leading rebounder, as she most often is. Katie Cunningham has 4. Anderson and Beagley with 3 apiece. 6 assists for the Skyhawks, led by Patterson's 2. Thunderwolves with 4 assists, 4 players with 1 assist apiece. 8 turnovers for the Skyhawks, 7 for the Thunderwolves. Thunderwolves had 3 block shots, 2 of them by Rohr, coming off her 8 block shot performance last night. 2 blocks for the Skyhawks. Thunderwolves with 3 steals, 2 of them by Tule Sue Anderson. 3 steals for the Skyhawks. Skyhawks have never led in this game. The game has not been tied tonight. Biggest lead of the first half was the Thunderwolves leading it 28-17. Back for the second half right after this timeout. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Fox Sports Pueblo 1350, an iHeartRadio station. Online at foxsportspueblo.com and on your phone with your iHeartRadio app. KCCY Pueblo.
And welcome back for our second half. Fort Lewis will get the ball first to start the second half. They'll move it left to right as we look at it. We sit courtside here at Massari Arena. We're on Dave Socher Press Row. Welcome, of course, as always, our audience on your iHeart Radio application on AM 1350, as well as everybody tuning in on the Stretch Internet feed tonight on the GoThunderwolves.com site. Welcome to everybody viewing the ball game, as well as listening to our commentary. Caitlin Norton's our producer and engineer. My name is Jim Brooks. We're ready to go. Fort Lewis with the ball. They come outside with it. The Claw down on the block to Lambert. Turns, faces, skips it into the corner to Herrera. Now outside to Claw. Down inside to Yaki. Goes up. Right hand hooked. It's up and good. 7 points for Yaki. Jim Turgeon saying, I knew that play was coming. I knew it was coming, and we didn't stop it. 30-27. Thunderwolves lead cut to 3. Long on the right wing. Holds things up. Lobs it inside. Gets it to Rohr. Rohr backs her way in. Goes outside to Tule-Su. Can't get the jumper off. Now starts a drive. Crossover move. In from the left. Left-hand layup up and in. Tule-Su Anderson. Strong to the hole that time. Makes it 32-27. Thunderwolves by 5. Patterson across the timeline. Hands it off to Yaki. Onto the right side to Claw. Claw down low. Double team. Feed it to the paint. Patterson. Little jumper up good and a foul. It'll count. Patterson was hit after the shot. The ball fell through, and she's going to go to the free throw line. A chance to complete the three-point play here as Hine, trying to help out, came over and decked her after the ball went through the hoop. Patterson on the year, 76% free throw shooter. She gets there more often than any other Skyhawk, 113 times. This is her first trip to the line in this game, though. Completes the three-point play. It's 33-30. We got ourselves a ball game here. In game 1 of our doubleheader tonight. Cunningham faces the pressure. They back out of it now. Katie will dribble to the right wing. Hine sets the screen. That's going to be a foul on the Skyhawks fighting through the screen as Hine was decked. And the foul will be on Patterson, and that is her second. So Long to trigger it in. Gets it into Cunningham. Cunningham way outside. She's tripped up. Keeps the dribble alive. Now gives it off to Tule-Su. Tule-Su one bounce. Lobs it into Rohr on the block. Nice dish to Hine, but she lost the ball. And it goes over to Yaki. Yaki back the other way. Hine went for the steal. Doesn't get it. And Yaki retrieves it. Fort Lewis can get the lead here if they hit a three. Ball on the left side. Patterson. Up top to Yaki. Oh, looked like she traveled there. No call. Now outside to Lampert. Lampert holds it, goes left side to Herrera. Herrera dribbles around a screen, steps back. 18-footer on the way off the back iron. Long rebound. The Skyhawks have it. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound to Cunningham. Long feed up ahead. Tule-Su's ahead of the field. In from the right. Layup is good. Anderson was 17, 34-30. That's all great, but the Thunderwolves are going to need more from somebody else here. Besides Tule-Su, you get the feeling here tonight. Here's Patterson on the left wing. Holds it, skips it up top now to Claw. Claw starts a drive on Long, goes into her, layup, no good. Rebound to Hine. Hine outlet pass to Long. Long now brings it across the timeline, fires it right side to Cunningham. Stops, won't pop. Now skips across court to Long, steps into a three ball. It's on the way off the iron, no good. Long rebound, and it's picked up there by Claw. Claw now across the timeline for the Skyhawks. Dribbles in from the right, skips it out of bounds. As she tried to hit Herrera over on the wing, and the ball went right by her into the Skyhawk bench. Inbounds pass to Cunningham. Cunningham now gets it ahead to Long. Long way outside with it. Goes to Cunningham. Cunningham. One bounce, hands it off to Tule-Su Anderson. Looks for Rohr at the high post. Turns, faces, goes left side to Long. Long up top to Tule-Su. Dribbles to the right wing, goes underneath. Nice dish to Hine, but she missed a little jumper and then knocked the ball loose, but it goes to Yaki. And the Thunderwolves have missed a ton of close-in opportunities in this game. Here's Romero on the right wing for the Skyhawks. Dribbles around a screen, steps back, won't fire the three. Goes up top to Lampert. Lampert, a couple bounces. Now hands the ball off. Taking the three. Herrera drives in. Now backs out of there on the left wing. Goes up top now to Yaki. Onto the right side. Romero, she dribbles around the screen. Steps back for three. This is Claw, by the way. And she missed it. The rebound to Rohr. Outlet pass to Cunningham. Cunningham into the corner to Tule-Su. Steps into a three ball on the way. No good. Nobody there for the rebound for the Thunderwolves. And back the other way comes Herrera. Herrera will bring it across the timeline. Up top, now to Claw. Claw dribbles around a screen, stops and pops from about 15. Missed it, long rebound, and Cunningham chases it down in the corner. She'll bring it across the timeline. Crossover dribble by Cunningham. Down the lane she goes. Left hand hook up, no good. Rebound batted out of bounds by Rohr. It'll belong to the Skyhawks. Jasmine Johnson checks in, and Long comes out. So it remains 34-30. Thunderwolves on top by 4. Inbounds pass to Romero. Romero will bring it across the timeline for the Skyhawks. Ball onto the left side to Herrera. Herrera steps back, now drives in, steps back again, won't fire. Goes up top with it to Dury. Dury into the corner to Romero. Romero holds it there, dumps it down on the block to Stillwell, comes outside with it. Now onto the left wing. Back up top. Herrera fakes, 7 on the shot clock. Herrera dribbles around the screen, steps back, won't fire, drives in from the right, running right-hander up and in. Tough angle, and she hit it off the glass. Herrera has 12, 34-32. Thunderwolves lead is 2. Johnson to Hine, goes to Cunningham. Cunningham up top to Johnson. Johnson holds it there. Now to Tulesu to Hine, left side. Cunningham's wide open. 3 ball in the way. Got it. Katie Cunningham, very confident on that stroke. Her first triple of the night. 7 points in the game. It's 37-32. Thunderwolves by 5. Ball on the left side. Herrera with it. Holds it. Now comes way out top to Dury. Left side to Herrera. Herrera, little nifty behind the back dribble. Stops on the baseline. In trouble. Gets rid of it. Now they come out way outside to Romero. Romero with the right-hand dribble. Now goes left side in the corner to Dury, down on the block. Now they come outside. They throw the ball away. It's going to get saved right at the timeline by Herrera. Fires it from half court. Air ball as the shot clock expired. Question there whether she stepped on the timeline when she retrieved that ball. Jim Turgeon thought so. Doesn't get the call, but it doesn't matter. 4:55 to go here in the third quarter. Thunderwolves lead at 37-32. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo. Rocky drills one from half court. His signature shot as we come back after the timeout, and he struts around. Now he'll look for a high paw from everybody along the sideline. Thunderwolves on top, 37-32. They have the ball after forcing the shot clock violation. Jasmine Johnson triggered in. Inbounds pass to Cunningham. Now she'll bring it up across the timeline. At the top of the key, goes left side to Tulesu, down low to Rohr, backs her way into the paint, goes up with the right hand, missed it off the back iron, and the rebound belongs to Romero. She'll bring it across the timeline on the fly, stops at the free throw line, cut off. Looked like she traveled 3 times with it, hands the ball off outside. I can't believe it. Stillwell misses, ball loose in the corner, chased down by Cunningham. She is decked in the corner, whistle foul on the Skyhawks. And the foul will be on Dury. David Malmquist, Michaela Fox, and Rob Patchett are referees tonight. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I'll let you decide the 2 out of 3. Here is Jasmine Johnson. Gets it ahead to Moore, who's into the ball game for Rohr. Now to Cunningham. Right side to Johnson. Johnson lost it, regains it. Gets it up top to Tulesu. They're trying to get it to Moore at the free throw line. Right side to Jasmine. Down low to they tried to get it to Beagley, and she lost it and is stolen away by Stillwell. Back the other way comes Herrera. So Thunderbolts not capitalizing there on the turnover. Ball in the corner. Romero with it. Skips it up top to Dury onto the right side to Herrera. Herrera holds it there, down on the block. Turning, facing Romero. Goes up with a right-hand hook, up and in. A little sky hook on the baseline. How do you do? Romero's first field goal tonight. She has 3. It's 37-34. Thunderwolves by 3. They've never trailed in this game. Here's Johnson on the right side to Cunningham. Fakes the jumper, won't take it. Now goes up top to Anderson. Goes left side to Johnson. Johnson down low to Moore. Turns, faces, free throw line jumper, and she gets the soft roll that time. First field goal of the game for Angie Moore. It's 39-34. Thunderwolves by 5. 3:15 to go here in the third quarter. Here's Romero at the top of the key. Yo-yoing it, goes right side to Dury. Dury holds it, couple bounces. Trying to get it down on the block. They feed it way across court to Romero. Romero works around a screen to the free throw line. Down the lane she goes. Scoops it up. Missed it. A little too much mustard on it. And the rebound to Tulesu. Tulesu now. Down the lane. Here she goes. All the way in. Left hand layup. Good. Tulesu Anderson with 19. 41-34. Quickly back the other way. Come the Skyhawks. Layup missed it. Rebound to Moore. Thunderbolts have him sped up now. More to their liking. Here's Cunningham. Brings it across the timeline. Dribbles to the top of the key. Goes left side to Jasmine. Won't take it. Now steps back, gives it off to Moore. Right side to Tulesu Anderson. She launches the 3-ball, missed it. That was a heat check shot there by Tulesu. She wanted to bring the house down. Back the other way comes Romero. Romero moves in on the right corner of the key, goes right side, now down into the corner. Hand with the ball. Feeds it off, driving in with it. DeRee spins. Shot blocked by Jasmine Johnson, and she gets the rebound. Thunderwolves want to run. Nice feed to Tule-Sue in from the right. Layup good. Anderson with 21, 43, 34. Timeout. Skyhawks. 2:06 to go here in the third quarter. Thunderwolves have opened up a 9-point lead. 1 minute timeout. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo. Super mascot Rocky doing his thing here at Massari Arena tonight. Thunderwolves have opened up a 9-point lead. Fans energized after that coast-to-coast trip by Tule-Sue Anderson. A beautiful feed from Johnson. And the Thunderwolves have opened up a 9-point lead here on the Skyhawks. Yaki now to trigger it in for Fort Lewis. 2:06 to go here in the third quarter. Yaki inbounds the ball to Herrera. Herrera will bring it across the timeline. Holds the ball there, goes over onto the right side to DeRee. DeRee now being trapped, forced way outside with it. Feeds it off on the left side to Claw. Claw dribbling out of the trap, goes onto the right wing. Here's a long three-pointer. Short. Rebound loose, picked up by Long for the Thunderwolves. Long brings it across the timeline. Fires it ahead to Cunningham. She's open. 3-ball on the way. Got another one. Cunningham with 10. 46-34. Thunderwolves 12-point lead. They scored 9 in a row here. Here's Claw with it. Onto the right side. Into the corner to Herrera. She drives the baseline. Cut off there nicely by Tule-Sue. In trouble. Gets rid of it. It's loose on the deck. Saved on the baseline. Goes out of bounds. Last touched by Long. If Long hadn't touched it, it was going to go out of bounds. She didn't realize there was nobody behind her over there. Johnson in. Tule-Sue gets a nice hand as she comes out of the ball game. And Romero checks back in for the Skyhawks. DeRee comes out. Biggest lead of the game right now for CSU-Pueblo. They lead at 46-34. Ball on the right side. Claw with it. Holds it there. Skips it up across the top of the zone to Romero. Now back right side. Here's a drive by Yaki. Down the lane. Little scoop shot up and in. Nice play by Yaki. She has 9. 46-36. Thunderwolves by 10. They want to finish this quarter off in style here. A minute to go. Here's Long, gives it off now to Jasmine Johnson. Right side to Cunningham. Now down low to Moore. Backs her way and fakes. Goes up with a left-hand shot. Foul on Stillwell. Moore changed things up that time. Instead of going with the left hand, she turned into the lane like she was going to shoot a left-hand shot, then went up with the jumper instead with the right hand. I think that fouled up the thinking of Stillwell as she whacked her across the wrist. Moore to the line. 82% on the year and hits the first free throw. Jones checks in. Cunningham will get the last minute of the first quarter off here. Beagley going to check in. I think they'll probably bring Hine out. If I know Jim Turgeon like I think they do, he'll probably come back with the starters to start the fourth quarter. One more for Angie Moore. Free throw on the way. Swish. 48-36. Thunderwolves by 12. We got 45 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Way outside with it. It's Romero with it. Starts a drive. Works around a screen to the free throw line. Cut off there. Kills the dribble. Goes outside. Three-pointer on the way by Stillwell. Off the iron. No good. Rebound foul here on the Thunderwolves. A little push-off. They caught Beagley. That is the third team foul on the Thunderwolves. It'll be Fort Lewis ball on the baseline here. So a fresh 30 on the shot clock. 32.7 to play here in the quarter. Romero now to trigger it in for the Skyhawks. Gets it into the corner to Claw. Way outside with it to Herrera. Back right side to Claw. She'll dribble to the top of the key. Extended. Left side to Romero. They're going to run the clock down here. As we mentioned, about 2-second differential here. Shot and game clock. Herrera way outside with it. The center circle now. They're just going to let her yo-yo it out there. Herrera now with 6 to go on the shot clock. Got to do something. Now skips across court, right side. And they force the three-pointer, no good. Rebound to Moore on the baseline. Gets rid of it to Long, but the buzzer sounds. But it was a great third quarter for the Thunderwolves. They outscore the Skyhawks 18-11 in the quarter to open up a 12-point lead as we head to the fourth quarter. Thunderwolves lead at 48-36. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo. 48-36. Thunderwolves with a 12-point lead here at the end of 3. Update the shooting stats. Thunderwolves up to 38% now, 18 out of 47 from the field. Skyhawks 30%, 13 out of 43. Thunderwolves with 2 extra three-pointers in the game. They're 5 of 19. Skyhawks 3 of 13. Thunderwolves 7 of 7 from the free throw line. Skyhawks only 7 of 13. 31-30 rebounding advantage for the Thunderwolves. Thunderwolves back with their starting lineup to start this fourth quarter. Cunningham onto the right side to Long. Now to Tule-Su. Goes to Hine at the high post. Left side to Cunningham. Holds it. Goes up top to Tule-Su. Backside. Here's Cunningham. Drives the baseline. Probing. Comes outside to Tule-Su. Dribbles in. Feeds it to Rohr on the double team against the zone. Goes up with the right hand. Hook up and in. Molly Rohr with 9 as they beat the zone. 50-36. Thunderwolves by 14. Their biggest lead of the game. Here's Romero. Top of the key, goes left side to Claw. Down low to Lampert. Turns, faces, won't shoot, goes outside. Pull up by Herrera, won't take the shot, gives it off to Claw. She will. A little teardrop on the way, left it short. Rebound to Cunningham. Cunningham now will bring it across the timeline. Holds things up there. Kills the dribble. Into the corner to Long. Long holds it. Now to Cunningham. Cunningham right side to Long. Now down low to Hine. To Rohr on the baseline. Up top, Tule-Su wide open. 3-ball on the way. Got it! Tule-Su Anderson with 24. Another stellar performance. 53-36. Thunderwolves by 17. Claw on the left wing. Dribbles around a screen. Steps back. Hands the ball off to Lampert. Lampert down low in the lane. Here's Yockey. Turns. Faces. Goes up. Double dribble. So it's Thunderwolf basketball with 8:37 to go here in the fourth quarter. Thunderwolves by 17. Thunderwolves facing the press here. Little three-quarter court press. They back into a zone now. Tule-Su on the left wing. Backs in, jump stop. Right hand, hook up and in. Show me something, Tule-Su Anderson. 26, 55-36. Thunderwolves by 19. Ball way outside. Hand the ball off to Claw. Claw stops, goes up in the lane, banks it in. Nice move there by Brianna Claw. She has 4. It's 55-38. They get it ahead to Tule-Su. She's fouled by Herrera. Inbounds pass to Cunningham here. Thunderwolves lead at 55-38 at the 8-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. In right side, Jasmine Johnson up top to Rohr. She's open. She'll step into a 3. Missed it. Rebound to Tule-Su, and she runs out of there with it to the right wing. Gets rid of it to Cunningham, and Cunningham is fouled, and the foul will be on Herrera. That might be number 4 on Herrera. Let's see. That is indeed number 4 on Kayla Herrera. She'll have to come out of the game, and Dury checks in now for the Skyhawks. Boy, Fort Lewis, they were right there, poised for greatness in this game. They were within 2 at 34-32. And things all fell apart for them there late in the third quarter. Here's Rohr on the block. Backs her way in. Goes up with the left hand. Left it short. Rebound to Cunningham. She'll dribble it out of there. Now dribbles right back in the lane. Outside to Hine. She fakes. She'll drive in from the left. Goes up with the scoop. Drew the foul. And the foul will be on Dury. That's her second. And that'll send Lauren Hine to the free throw line. Free throw on the way off the back iron, but she gets the bounce and the roll. More in, Rohr will come out. One more for Lauren Hine, and this time she missed it, but there's Cunningham to get the rebound, and the Thunderwolves will start over again. Down low to Moore, turns, faces from 10, off the back iron, no good. Rebound comes to Jones, she dribbles it out of there. Holds things up and will give it off to Katie Cunningham. They'll reset with 7:18 to go here in the fourth quarter. Jones moves in, hands the ball off to Hine. Down low to Moore. Hands it off. Cunningham in from the right. Layup good. Give the assist to Angie Moore. It's 58-38. Thunderwolves by 20. Ball on the right baseline. Shahan goes up. Missed the banker. Loose ball on the baseline. Saved. Taken away by Hine, but a foul on the Thunderwolves, I think on Jones. A little too much physicality there on the baseline. And that'll be the second foul on Jones. Or first team foul on the Thunderwolves. Hines out of the game. Roar back in. So it'll be DeReed triggered in on the baseline. Gets it in. Romero working in on Jasmine Johnson. Spins right hand hook off the iron. No good. Long rebound. Cunningham has it for the Thunderwolves. She fires it ahead to Johnson. Cross-court feed to Jones on the left wing. Moves in on the baseline. Backs her way in. Won't take the shot. Gives it off to Moore. Up top now to Johnson. Johnson starts the drive. In from the right. Scoop. Drew the foul. And the foul called on Romero. Her first. That'll send Jasmine Johnson to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Jasmine 85% on the year. Free throws up and good. Only the third point tonight for Jasmine, the sixth man extraordinaire for the Thunderwolves. Timeout taken by Fort Lewis here. 6:35 to play in the fourth quarter. Thunderwolves lead at 59-38. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo. 39-38, Thunderwolves by 21. And the Thunderwolves wrestling program has won the RMAC title today. So good news for Dax Charles, his assistant Mike Rump, and the entire squad as they win the RMAC duels today up in at the Olympic Training Center in Colorado Springs. So congratulations. Another conference title for the good guys. Thunderwolves women's basketball, they're working on a conference championship. They're undefeated. Have a 4-game lead. Jasmine Johnson with one more toss here. It's on the way, left that one short, but she gets the shooter's roll. She has 4. 60-38. Thunderwolves well on their way to victory here tonight. 6.5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Ball into the corner. Romero goes down on the block. They skip it way outside to Shahan into the corner. Here's a drive of the baseline by DeRee, and she banks it in. Nice move there by Caitlin. Her first field goal. She has 3. It's 60-40. Thunderwolves by 20. Here's Jones at the top of the key. Goes up top. Now to Jasmine Johnson. Right side to Long. Long skips it up top to Roar. She's open. 3 ball on the way. Got it. Molly Roar from downtown. She has 12, her third three-pointer of the year. 63-40. Thunderwolves by 23. Ball on the right side to Herrera. Down low. Here's a hook shot up and in. And it'll count. As Stillwell, she gets that ball, doesn't mess around. Went right up with it. Got the hook shot to drop and a chance for the three-point play.
Angie, we're like this.
Foul number 2 on Angie Moore.
One shot, walk out.
Stillwell Jr. out of Fountain Hills, Arizona. Spins it up and in. 63-43. Thunderwolves by 25. 50 to go here in the fourth quarter. Crowd filling in nicely here at Massari Arena tonight. Here's Jones, way out top of it, gives it off to Johnson. Johnson one bounce, right side to Roar. Roar, right side to Jones. Jones now moves in, outside to Roar. Thought about the 3, won't take it this time. Goes down low to Moore, she's wide open. Spins up with the right hand and missed it. And the rebound to Stillwell. Long down court feed into the corner. Herrera won't take the shot, now goes crossover on Roar. Bangs her way in there, shot blocked, late whistle foul on the Thunderwolves. Fouls on Molly Roar, her first. So it'll send Kayla Herrera to the free throw line. One of the rare players that succeeded from the free throw line until right now, as she misses her first of the night. Everybody's had a hand in it tonight for Fort Lewis. They're 7 out of 14 from the free throw line. One more for Herrera. On the way, got that one. She has 13 tonight. 63-44, Thunderwolves by 19. Here's Long with it, way outside. Holds things up, gives it off to Jones. Jones at the top of the key, extended. Now gives it off to Jasmine. They're just running some clock down here. We're down to 13 on the shot clock. 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Johnson dribbles around a screen, in from the right. Running right-hander, good and a foul. It'll count. Jasmine Johnson. The uncanny ability to get to the hoop with a wide variety of scoop shots, and that time she got it up quick from the hip, drew the foul, and the foul called on Romero, her second chance for the three-point play here for Jasmine, and she has 7 points in the game. And she comes out of the ball game. A nice hand is Tule Sue Anderson back in now for the Thunderwolves. Inbounds pass comes into Romero. Romero across the timeline. Goes over onto the right side to Dury. Now out top, three-pointer on the way by Herrera off the back iron. Bounces into the lane and picked up there by Rohr, but she's tied up. Alternating possession belongs to Fort Lewis. So Beagley in. Cunningham in. Rohr comes out. Long comes out for the Thunderwolves. It will be Herrera to trigger it in now for the Skyhawks. They get it inside, but Jones there to knock the ball loose, but it comes right back into the hands of Herrera. Skyhawks possession. Ball right side, Herrera with it. Nice little crossover move, reach-in foul on Jones. That was a good, quick move there by Herrera.
You know where she's going.
Third foul on Jones. Fourth team foul on the Thunderwolves. So from here on out, we'll shoot free throws for both teams. Here's Romero on the wing. Goes down on the block. Quick turn by Stillwell. Missed it. Then the rebound to Jones. She'll dribble it out of there herself. Brings it across the timeline. Goes up top to Beagley. Beagley holds it there. Right side to Cunningham. Cunningham. Now to Jones. Jones left side to Beagley. Down low. Here is Hine. Wheels. Goes up with the right hand. Left it short. Rebound batted out of bounds by Beagley. So it'll be Skyhawk ball here with 4:09 to go in the fourth quarter. Thunderwolves lead at 66-44. Back across the timeline. Romero with it. Onto the right side. Here's Dury. Now they skip it onto the left side to Herrera. Oh, there's a collision in the lane. Hine was decked. Here's a feed underneath. Foul on Beagley. The reason Hine was on the court is because Stillwell decked her, got away with it, and then she was just standing there wide open, took the pass, drew the foul on Beagley, her third. Stillwell to the line. 64% free throw shooter. Hit her only toss earlier in the game. Free throw up and good. She'll have one more. It's 66-45. Thunderwolves lead it by 21. One more free throw to come for Stillwell. Hits it. She has 9. She only averages 4.5 a game, so she's doubled her season output here in this game. 66-46. Here's Cunningham at the top of the key for the Thunderwolves. Goes right side to Tule Sue. Step back, thought she might fire there. Gives it off now to Hine. Down low to Beagley in the paint. Outside, Tule Sue open. Three-pointer on the way. This time it's off the mark. Rebound batted outside. Jones has it. What a collision that was in the lane. Here is Cunningham outside. Drives the baseline, cut off. Up top to Jones. Things getting a little chippy inside. Here's Tule Sue into the paint. She's fouled on her way to the hoop, and that'll put her. No, whoa, no. What was that? I didn't see. Offense, or was it a 3-second violation? Okay. On the Thunderwolves. So inbounds pass to Romero. She brings it across the timeline. On to the right side to Herrera. Down on the block. Tule Sue there for the steal. Lost it, and it comes loose right back on the other side to Shahan, and she lays it in. 66-48. Thunderwolves by 18. Tule Sue lobs it in to Hine. Wheels goes up with the right hand. Shot blocked by And into the ball game for the first time tonight, Anna Garreau. As Tule Sue and Cunningham come out, Long back in there as well now for the Pack. Inbounds pass goes way outside to Garreau. Garreau now to Long. Long fake, starts a drive, kicks it into the corner. Beagley thought about the three, drives in for the ring, ball batted away. It's loose in the lane and picked up by the Skyhawks. Long pass ahead is dropped by DeRee. Still loose on the deck, and it's there for Hine to make the steal for the Thunderwolves. She's whacked at, gets rid of it, gets it to Garreau. Garreau fires it ahead into the corner to Long. She's open, 3-ball on the way, short. Beagley battling, can't get the rebound. It's batted out of bounds. Last touch by Jones, they say. Fans along the baseline don't like the call. So it'll be Skyhawks basketball. Inbounds pass comes into Romero. Romero across the timeline for the Skyhawks. Onto the right side to DeRee. Thunderwolves lead it 66-48. 2:30 to go here, fourth quarter. Ball on the left side, Romero with it. Hands the ball off to DeRee. She moves in. Cut off. Feeds it outside to Shahan. Onto the right side. Stillwell with it. Nice dish to the block. Turning. Missing the shot, though, from close range was Sane. They get the rebound and a reach-in foul, I think, on Garreau here on the Thunderwolves. Skyhawks still playing hard here. They're getting to all the loose balls, it would seem, here in the last couple of minutes. Once trailed by 23. They've got it down to 18 here. Cosmetically making it look a little bit better. Been no problem with the effort tonight by the Skyhawks. It's just that talent level of the Thunderwolves in that third quarter, they just took off. Beagley and Long out of there as Vallejos checks in along with the freshman Kaya Adams. Second toss up and in. $66-50. Feed to Hine in the paint. Goes outside. Adams won't take the shot. Gives it to Garreau. Lobs it into Hine. Hine backs her way and goes up with the left hand. Left a little short. And the rebound to Stillwell. Outlet pass. Here's Romero. On to the right wing. 1:50 to go here in the fourth quarter. Thunderwolves lead it 66-50. Ball out top. Now down into the corner. They lob it down on the block to Stillwell. Fakes, goes up with the left hand. Shot blocked by Hine. Rebound to Jones. Hine tonight with 3 block shots. Here's Jones, top of the key. Won't take the shot. Now goes right side to Hine. She fakes, drives the baseline, wheels, lost it, gets rid of it to Vallejos. Vallejos drives the baseline, steps back, won't take the shot. Clock to Garreau. Garreau fakes, moves in, goes up top to Jones, left side to Adams. Adams now to Jones. Jones moves in, crossover move, offensive foul on Jones as she plowed in. Peyton Shahan. It's foul number 4 on Jones. She comes out and into the ball game. Chandler Bobby. Also coming in now, Andrea Petrovic, junior out of Clearwater, Florida. Inbounds pass to Romero. She'll bring it across the timeline. 1:10 to go. Thunderwolves lead it 66-50. Ball on the right side. Shahan with it. Skips it way out top to DeRee. She drives into the paint. Running right-hander, no, but she draws a foul on the Thunderwolves. Foul is on Petrovic. So it's been a parade to the free throw line here of late for Fort Lewis. They take advantage of some of the second and third line talent for the Thunderwolves. Free throw up, no good. We'll have one more. On the way off the back iron, no good. The rebound loose in the lane, still loose in the lane. They dive for it. Kaya Adams is in there, and they're going to get it on the alternating possession. Good hustle there by Kaya. Arrow belongs to the Thunderwolves. We are going to have an incredibly long post-game show. The men's game not going to start until 7:35 tonight, so we'll have a lot of interviews after the ball game. Anybody and everybody wants to come on down and talk to old Jim Brooks, you can. Here's the ball on the right side. Bobby with it. Now up top to Adams. Adams left side. Now they work the ball around the perimeter. Three-pointer by Bobby at the top of the key. No good. And the rebound to DeRee. Ball loose and it's taken away by Bobby. She dribbles to the left wing with 33 seconds to go. Ball comes loose right out in front of us here. All this high-dollar computer equipment was in danger there for a moment. Get the shot clock fixed. 27 on the shot clock. So Thunderwolves here. 31.2 to go in the game. Thunderwolves lead at 66-50. Inbounds pass to Bobby. Thunderwolves will just run some motion here. Out of Vallejos. Top. Adams. Out of Petrovic. Petrovic right side to Bobby. Bobby in from the right, hands it off to Adams. Thought about the three, won't cast off. Fans wanted her to. She thought better of it. Into the corner to Petrovic. Now up top to Vallejos. 10 on the shot clock to Petrovic. She drives the baseline and lost the ball and is stolen away by Sane. Feeds it ahead to Shahan. Now on the right side, drive to the baseline. Wild right hand hook, no good. Adams had the rebound, lost it. The buzzer sounds, it doesn't matter. It's the final from Massari Arena. Thunderwolves win it 66-50. Stay tuned for our extended postgame show. It all comes your way next. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to Massari Arena. Thunderwolves win the ball game. Final score tonight here 66-50. They never trailed in this one. They jumped out to a 7-0 lead early, led it 14-9 at the end of one. Had an 11-point lead in the second quarter, 28-17, before Fort Lewis ripped off 8 in a row to get it within 3. Thunderwolves eventually led it by 5 at halftime. Fort Lewis would get within 2 at 34-32. They were within 3 at 37-34, but that's when the Thunderwolves took off. They scored 9 in a row. Eventually led it 48-36 at the end of 3 quarters. Continued to push. Got the lead up to as many as 23 in that fourth quarter before settling for the 16-point win. We're going to have an extended postgame show here. The men's game not going to tip till about 6:35, so we'll talk to anybody and everybody who wants to come on over. Tule Sue Anderson, Katie Cunningham. Hope to get a word with Molly Rohr as well. Jim Turgeon will be out here shortly as well. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to Massari Arena as the Thunderwolves win the ball game 66-50. And joining us now, the head coach, Jim Turgeon. And Jim, that was a pretty good effort by your ball club, particularly that third quarter when you got some separation there.
You know, I thought we actually played well the first half, but the ball just didn't seem to fall for us. But the third quarter was exceptional. We quit fouling, we held them to 11 points, and then we scored some baskets. And you know, we played really well, but we didn't shoot like we were capable.
Yeah, I thought the lid was on it there in that first half for a lot of close-in looks too. You're getting the things you wanted, just couldn't get the ball to drop.
Yeah, compared to last night, seems like we didn't execute nothing. Tonight, we really executed. And then when we didn't, T was able to just make individual plays. But we had a lot of open shots that just rattle in and rattle out. But, you know, we played really well, and I'm really proud of our girls.
Well, then you had that just a killer run there in the third quarter, capped off by the breakout by Tule Sue, but it was a great pass by Jasmine. A lot of good vision out there, some good passes, hitting some cutters to the hole.
Yeah, that was my vision when I came here to play that style of basketball. I think for our women's team, we play an exciting brand, and we share the ball. We got away from that a little bit, and, you know, people are scouting us more. It's in the conference it's tougher, but, you know, we're capable. That's what I call it. That was beautiful basketball. Right. It really was, and I think we had a great crowd, and I appreciate everybody coming out, and I think they'll come back and watch us.
I think so. You're going to bring people out playing that kind of basketball. I thought in the first quarter maybe might have been a little bit too unselfish. Like the extra pass, instead of that second pass, there was a third and fourth pass, and then after that,
Molly.
It's hard to get on people's case when they're being unselfish.
You know, here I am getting on Molly again, and she's like perfect. But her first 2 possessions, she caught the ball. She had the ball right underneath the basket and didn't shoot. And then the third and fourth time she got the ball, they were all over her, and she shot it. So, you know, they had a game plan, and they executed pretty good that first quarter. And we did. I finally was like, again, I want T to shoot the ball, because we just want to get in our rhythm and get in that flow. You know, people try to slow the game down against us. That's what they were doing with the press and zone, trying to slow it down. And we're getting better and better against that, but we got to start out better when people try to do that to us.
Well, I told the listeners I thought you did a great job, conversely, speeding them up there in that third quarter with your breakout. Got them rattled.
Yeah, we did 2 things. Second quarter, we couldn't get out and run because we were fouling.
Right.
So they're shooting free throws, and they're easy to set up in their defense. So I told them if we just stop I was worried about a rebound. I said, if we just stop fouling and rebounding, we're going to get some breakout points. And the team did that. We played really good defense without fouling. We rebounded the ball, and then we're pretty skilled running the ball down the floor.
Well, I don't know if you want to admit it, but I thought this was the chance for somebody to trap you maybe tonight in this kind of game, in this environment. They're playing pretty good.
Yeah.
They had a shot after they missed some free throws there, but they kind of let you off the hook, and then you buried them.
Yeah, I think they're a good team. And you could tell tonight they're much improved over the first time we played them. And they got some toughness to them, like a lot of teams in our league. But I was nervous about it, too. I thought if we could get by this game, we might be able to think maybe one more game ahead than normal. And we got the win, and now we got a job on Tuesday.
That's right. You don't have any time for rest. You got to turn right around and play Tuesday. So I guess your schedule probably, I don't know if you take tomorrow off or do you give a little light workout. What do you do now?
No, normally we'd watch some film or something, but I feel our team is more mentally fatigued than anything. So we're gonna watch the Super Bowl.
There you go.
Watch the Super Bowl, and that should be a good game, by the way.
Yeah. What do you like? We always ask Ralph.
I think New England's going to win, but it scares me a little. The reason Atlanta could beat them is because they're so good offensively.
Right.
If it was anybody else in the game, I would say New England without a doubt. But I think New England's going to win, but Atlanta could because their offense is so good. We'll take tomorrow off. We're not even going to do much on Monday. Katie Cunningham's a little beat up. We're a little beat up. Nothing's bad, but a little beat up, and we'll take it. We'll go a little bit on Monday, but we'll be ready to play on Tuesday.
I thought you might want to talk a little more football. I got 50 minutes to kill here, buddy. All right, we'll let you get away. There he is, the head coach of the Thunderwolves, Jim Turgeon, the undefeated Thunderwolves, as they continue their nice run. Back with more right after this on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Go Chiefs.
Welcome back to Massari Arena, and joining us, our star of the game. It's beginning to be a habit, but it's a good habit to have when it's Tule Sue Anderson joining us here courtside. 26 points tonight, just another day at the office. Yeah. 11 of 23 from the field. 5 rebounds as well. I'm sure Coach Turgeon likes that. I know he yells at you a lot. Rebound, T! I'm sure you're tired of hearing that in your sleep, but got on the boards a little bit tonight. Talk about the win.
It felt really, really good to come out right good against this team. The win certified that if we win on Tuesday, then we're like the RMAC champions or something. I don't know. They were here talking about it, but I get confused about it.
Leave that to us.
Yeah, that's
you
all
just go out and play.
Yeah. But it felt really, really good. We played really, really good as a team, third and fourth quarter and some of the first quarter, but the second quarter we just were fouling way too much, so we weren't able to really get into a groove. So that's why it was so close. But third quarter we knew that we had to come out and play really, really hard and stop fouling.
Well, in that second quarter, you were able to get out to an 11-point lead, but they reeled you in, got it to within 3. It was eventually 5 at halftime. But that third quarter, talk about that run. That had to be fun to be out there playing. When you're leading the break, you make the steal, go coast to coast, then get the breakout when Jasmine hits you. That's fun when the crowd gets into it and you're playing that high-speed, high-octane offense.
Yeah, that's like one of the best parts of playing basketball here. We run a lot in practice, and so we make sure to transfer that into a game. And some of my teammates were like, "T, who are you?" Because I was like, I had turned the Jets on down to get Jazzy. I saw 2 of the Fort Lewis girls coming on. I'm like, I better turn the wheels on. So I was like, here we go. And I'm like, I know Jazzy's going to see me. So we know last time we played Fort Lewis, we had a lot of assists. We had 20-something plus assists against them. So we know that to win the game or for the game to go our way, that we had to pass the ball a lot.
Well, they played hard. It was good effort. Last 2 nights, even Adam State, by the way, got their first win tonight, by the way, down at Las Vegas, New Mexico. So congratulations to them. But that tells you how hard they were focused to come in on the weekend to play hard. And Fort Lewis coming in here tonight, they gave you a ball game. They hit some free throws. They could have had you on the ropes a little bit there.
Definitely. The first time we played them, we knew that they had a lot of free throw attempts. So that was one of our game goals, to not let them get to the free throw line so much. But, I mean, sometimes the refs don't really call things our way, but, I mean, there's nothing we can do about that. So we just know that the second half of the game that we had to stop fouling, and then we did. So then they they weren't shooting as many free throws second half as they did first half. So.
Well, I know a lot of times you as a player, sometimes Jim Turgeon trying to reel you in, but I think tonight you kind of let it go a little bit. Said, hey, shoot the ball when you get a chance, fire that baby, and you got to like that as a scorer.
Yeah, it feels really good that my coach gives me such a long, how do I say it?
A leash, maybe.
A leash, yeah. My leash is really, yeah.
Or buzzes you with the dog collar.
Definitely, yeah. Really, really long leash. So
yeah.
He knows exactly when to pull me back, and he knows when to let me go. That's one thing I really enjoy having him as a coach. He's patient with me. He knows my game. He knows the kind of person I am, and he knows that even if I'm not scoring, I'll find other ways to get my teammates open or to play defense really, really hard. So if it's not scoring, then I'll find other ways to help out.
Well, I can't remember if it was last night or in tonight's game, but I said you're on your way to your second 1,000, and you got a good start on it tonight. 26, you're up to 1,028.
Yeah, so we'll see.
You're going to dream big, right?
Yeah, definitely.
There you go. There she is, the star of the game, Tule Sue Anderson. Tell everybody hello, as we always do.
Hey, everybody. I'll see you guys soon. Love you guys.
All right, Tule Sue Anderson, our star of the game. Back with more right after this on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Thank you so much.
And welcome back to Massari Arena. As we continue on in our post-game show, the Fort Lewis men and the CSU-Pueblo men have made their way out on the court to start their pregame warm-ups here as we wind our way toward tip-off of the men's game. Scheduled tip will be at 7:35 here tonight. We thank Tule Sue Anderson for coming out and talk to us, as well as Jim Turgeon. We're trying to get Katie Cunningham to come on down. I see her making her way down here now, so we'll go ahead and get set here for that. She's making her way down the line here, trying to avoid the traffic, and here she comes. So we'll go ahead and get the old headset ready. Come on in, Katie. And joining us now in our Star of the Game Part 2, Katie Cunningham joining us here courtside, and another great effort by the Thunderwolves here in this ball game, Katie.
Yeah, it was really good. We kind of struggled a little bit, but we got it together in the second half.
Well, I know your coach was on you a little bit last night after the game. Probably said, come on, you got to play better than that. I think tonight you did come out and play a lot better. What do you think?
Yeah, last night wasn't one of the best games, but, you reflect on it, and we did better today.
Well, I think when you go into a game like that, as a player, you think, man, they're 0-15. Let's just kind of put it on cruise control. You don't want to have that thought, but sometimes that gets into your head, and it kind of struggled early. Tonight, it looked like the team was focused early on. The shots weren't going in, but you were playing hard. The effort was there.
Yeah, we knew coming into this game we needed to, come out strong, because we can't be starting out like how we've been, just slow, and it takes us to the third quarter to get going. So tonight we all made it an effort that we need to come out stronger, and we did that today.
Well, you did your usual thing. You lead the conference in rebounding, had 11 tonight, a double-double. Got to like that. Looked like you were a little offensive-minded in that first half, trying to get to the hole a couple more times.
Yeah, Coach was talking to me, and he said I need to be a more offensive threat. So tonight I took that game to kind of just try and do that. So.
And then the run there in the third quarter, I talked to T about it. In that third quarter, that's got to be exciting as a team when you can break out to get that separation, get the fans into it like that. I think it was like an 8-0 run there to go from a relatively close game to get a nice, comfortable margin.
Oh, yeah, it was really good. Yeah.
And you look around here, great fan support here tonight. You'd like to see this every night. You keep winning like that, it's going to be like that.
Yeah, I hope everyone comes back, I think they should. We've been playing well, so.
Well, now you got a quick turnaround. You got Highlands on Tuesday, and then the long road trip to Salt Lake. It doesn't get easy in this conference, does it? You're learning that.
Yes, we are learning that. So we'll be prepared for those games.
There she is, star of the game, Katie Cunningham.
Thank you.
Star of the game, Part 2. We'll come back right after this on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Thank you.
And welcome back to Massari Arena. Star of the game, Part 3. As we work our way toward tip-off of the men's game. I gotta have somebody to help me here. It's 50 minutes I gotta kill, Molly. But joining us now, Molly Rohr, the newly minted shot block queen of Thunderwolves basketball. 8 last night, 2 tonight, 10 on the weekend. That's pretty good work.
Yeah.
Go ahead and get that in there.
Thank you.
But, talk about the game here tonight. It was kind of a struggle in that first half for you before you got that separation in the second half.
Right. We just started executing our stuff better in the second half and just worked together more, I think, and it just started flowing better.
Well, it's kind of a fine line for somebody in your position on this team. Get the ball inside, shoot the ball, I guess, when you're 5 feet. But tonight you decided to be distributor a little bit there, going outside. What's your mindset going into a ball game sometimes like that?
Well, for me, I just have to, for the first play, I have to read it and see what the other team's going to have to do, if they're doubling me, if they're trapping. But they started collapsing, so I thought it was an opportunity to get the guards the ball more.
Well, you are seeing some more and more hybrid defenses, I call it. You guys practice it here as well when you're on defense against other teams' post players. Sometimes you double, sometimes triple team, and you're starting to see a few more defenses like that, people running at you.
Yeah, we practice that in practice, and I think that Angie and I have worked on it, and we just do double the post, and we just have to read it better.
Well, it's got to be a relief getting past this game, because this was one where you had an opponent coming in, probably thought they had a chance to get you. You probably felt inside, hey, if we don't play well tonight, we could lose this ball game. Probably nice to get that victory out of the way.
Yeah, it was a huge win for us. Fort Lewis is a great team, and we just have to keep focusing on the next week and the next game.
Yeah, they're never easy, are they? But now you got a couple, we don't want to call them cupcakes. That's just for us in the media to call them, but you got to work hard.
Yeah.
But it's still inside, though. You got to say, man, now we got a chance maybe to relax a little bit, even though you got to turn around and quickly play again on Tuesday night.
Yeah, we just have to stay ready for every game. Any team can get you in the RMAC, so we just have to be ready.
You a football fan?
Yep.
Okay, who's going to win tomorrow?
Falcons.
Falcons, there you go. Molly Rohr, I like her style.
Thank you.
Star of the game. Tell hello, everybody.
Hi.
There she is, Molly Rohr, star of the game, part 3. Come back, we'll talk to Ralph Turner right after this. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo.